What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, looking crazy as can be. The lights are kind of low, my hair just looks wild, and my eyes are wide open. Wide open. That's because I'm not taking naps. I am wide open. And we are sitting here getting ready for our live stream in about an hour from now. And man, I'm just sitting here listening to Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher, man, he sounds mad. He sounds hangry. Get it. Hold on. I got something for Mike Fisher. Hold on, because I'm telling you, he sounds mad. Okay. Whew. Here you go, Mike. A giant Snickers bar because you sound really hangry about a lot of things here. I'm setting up for my live stream and things, and he was saying, and I don't know where he got it from, but he was saying that Dak Prescott wants to bat cleanup, as in he wants to wait for everybody else to get their deal and stuff done. And as Mike Fisher says, fine, let him strike out. I'm not sure if he'll strike out. It may be striking out with the Dallas Cowboys and so on. But we know that he will get paid by somebody, and whether or not it ends up burning down the Dallas Cowboys, or maybe it ends up starting and they find somebody who's really great. Who knows? Nobody knows what the future holds. But what I do know is right now, Jordan Love, who is not practicing until he gets another contract. Let me be clear here. Let me say this. Jordan Love is not going to dress for practice until he gets a new contract, and I don't think it's going to be less than Trevor Lawrence. I don't hear anybody saying, let him strike out. I don't hear anybody saying he's being greedy. I'm not hearing anybody saying that it's going to set the team back where they can't make moves. And I'm not hearing where people say, well, this is just your first piece of the pie. You got plenty of time to get more pieces of the pie. On the flip side, not that I am, I feel sorry for Dak Prescott's financial stability, because I wish I had his kind of money problems, to be quite honest with you. I got some money problems. Let me hold something. Can you let a brother hold something here? Because I could make some money if I had some money. That's the funny thing about money. When you need money, you can't get it. When you don't need it, everybody wants to give you some. Can we flip the script on that? I'm sorry, I digress. But Jordan Love, who, I want you to think about this for a second. I know that in his first playoff appearance, he kicked the Dallas Cowboys' ass. Okay, well, their team kicked our ass. Okay, he had a great running game. They had a great game plan. I think they caught the Cowboys literally being overconfident and not taking them serious, figuring that, oh, we're the number 2 seed. We're playing at home. We've won like 16 games in a row. We don't lose there. Let's go ahead and start advertising our victory parties and stuff and start getting people hyped up for that. And that's when Green Bay came in with no worries, no fears, and they bitch slapped us. That's what they did. Be that as it may, I want you to think about this for a second. Jordan Love has not had a lot of years starting because he was behind Aaron Rodgers. Now, that's not to say that he's not the next Aaron Rodgers. He played well the second half of the season. But I want you to understand that the first half of the season was not good. They had losses. They started out 2-5. 2-5. They got hot. They won a bunch of games going down. And mind you, they had a very weak schedule. Their whole division, weak. The Bears. Well, they did have the Lions. But Minnesota without Kirk Cousins. And they lost to the Falcons. They lost to the Raiders. They lost to Minnesota without Kirk Cousins. And New England with Mac Jones. And so we're sitting here on the precipice of him getting 55 plus million. Nobody's batting an eye. And he's literally holding out right now. On top of that now, Miami is having a sense of urgency about getting Tua's deal done because they don't want a situation like Jordan Love's. So we're sitting here looking at this and seeing these two guys are going to be paid probably this week. And I would imagine we're looking at 55 and a half, 56, or maybe 56 and 57, and so on. And you've got Dak, who's not holding out, who's never held out, who didn't get paid his first 4 years because he was a fourth-round draft pick. If anybody should say, screw y'all, because when the Cowboys had the opportunity after year 3 to say, you know what, you've been a 3-year starter for us. You've been in the top 100, okay? Number 14 after his first year. We got our money's worth of $680,000 a year. Let's pay you more than $2 million your 4th year. They didn't do it. Instead, they franchise tagged him his 5th year. So the thing that's funny is when a player wants to get paid, the team denigrates them and says, oh, they're greedy. They're not a team player. Right? Now, I ask each and every one of you guys, have any of you guys taken less money from your job because you're trying to be a team player and look out for the company? Now, I have done some jobs and stuff for people where I do the jobs less because, there might be friends or I feel bad for the person and I don't want to see them getting ripped off. But that's more the exception than the rule. So if you're not willing to say, you know what, I'm going to take, 20% less per hour than everybody else because I want to look out for the company because, I know they're hurting. Now, this is the same company that is charging $250 a day to be in their grandstand that they just built. $250 a day. Yeah, they're not taking less to look out for the fans. So why should the players that are putting the fans in the stands look to get paid for less? Especially when right now around the NFL, I ask you, other than Pat Mahomes taking a 10-year deal, who is taking a lesser deal? Jared Goff took 54, right? Trevor Lawrence took 55. 55. And now we're looking at Jordan Love probably taking 56, 57. And Tua. So why is it we all look and say, Dak Prescott, no, you can't. You can't. You can't do that. Anyway, we'll definitely be talking more about this when we do our live stream here in about an hour. Peace.